Well, good morning. Glad to have you here with us on the show. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, just in this morning, just moments ago, actually, we learned that the inland Northwest is going to be under a winter weather advisory here pretty soon. So let's go ahead and send things out to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. He's in the Outdoor Weather Center. So, Jeremy, what can we expect today and even into tonight and tomorrow?
Snow.
Simple.
Yeah, there we go. One word answer. I'm going to try to just change my whole life to one word answers. It's going to be impossible, but no, I actually am not. Apparently, some of you have said I like the sound of my own voice. I don't, but somehow I just keep talking. 30 degrees and cloudy early on this morning. Wind out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. And look at that dew point slowly creeping up. We're up a little higher than we were yesterday. And we're going to continue to watch that number climb throughout the day as moisture moves in. But speaking of moisture moving in, everybody's under clouds now. We've seen clouds take over much of the sky ahead of that round of rain and snow later on tonight. And it really all depends on this thing getting going, what time it starts, and how this plays out. I think we see a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, and unfortunately the mess that comes with it here in Spokane and down into Ritzville. So basically, if I draw a line, we're going to start south of Coeur d'Alene, so St. Mary's, up through just outside of Liberty Lake, Spokane, down over Ritzville, and right back there. That area right there has the best chance at seeing rain mixing in with the snow, unfortunately. But as this thing moves in, we'll start to see some of the impacts later today. Notice off to the north, it's snow. Overnight, that snow moves in. By 10:30 tonight, we are looking at snow taking over. But here's some of that rain. Watch what happens as we put it in motion. There's that rain line, and that could very well fall on top of some snow, then transition back over to snow thereafter. It could make for a very interesting day tomorrow, but pretty widespread. We're expecting at least an inch of snow, and that does include us here in Spokane despite some of that rain. I'll walk you through the forecast, and I think you could see a pretty big range in terms of snowfall totals coming up.
Well, here in Washington, if you attend an event at the Spokane Arena or any other large venue, you need to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test.
So these guidelines are actually part of a vaccine mandate all across Washington, and it affects indoor events with 1,000 or more people, as well as outdoor events with 10,000 or more spectators.
So the vaccine mandate doesn't apply to private businesses such as restaurants. However, they can require it for people walking through their doors.
So this morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is live from Boots Bakery explaining why they've made the decision to require vaccinations for dine-in customers, as well as the response they've gotten from some of those customers. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Channing and Tim. So like it says on the door here, Boots Bakery and Lounge has been requiring masks here for a while, but I talked to the owners about why now they're requiring these and the response they got from the community.
Decided to reopen for dine-in, and as a team decided the only safe way to do that was to require vax cards for dine-in.
So anyone who wants to eat in must show proof they have the COVID-19 vaccine and, of course, wear a mask. A rule, though, that not everyone was happy with. Reviews of Boots Bakery flooded with negative comments over the weekend, and Yelp even shut down the ability to post new reviews to the Boots page.
I feel like we're doing the right thing, but it still upsets me that people aren't happy, of course.
So Allison said a lot of the reviews that they got were actually from people who have never even been to Boots Bakery. So the Spokane Guild posted here on Instagram. You can see their Instagram post here featuring some of Boots' food, asking the community to drown out some of those negative reviews. People who've been to Boots, who love Boots, to post good reviews, and that's exactly what we've been seeing online. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Boots Bakery is not the only business in the Spokane area that requires proof of vaccination.
That's right, there are many actually. Italia Trattoria, Baby Bar, and Lucky You Lounge all require proof of a COVID-19 vaccine. Now, across the state in King County, health guidelines require people to show proof of their COVID-19 vaccination or a negative test to dine in at all bars and restaurants.
So this morning, this leads to our question of the morning. We are asking you, should businesses have the choice to require proof of vaccination Vote in our Twitter poll right now or text us why or why not at the number 509-448-2000, and you could see your comment here on the show. Right now, 83% of people saying yes, they should, and we've also been receiving many responses from you at home. People writing in, yes, businesses should ask for proof of vaccination or a COVID test within 3 days. Meanwhile, another person writing in, no, it is not up to a business to enforce the mandate of vaccines and control over our lives. So again, that's what someone writing in to us. You can join the conversation anytime during our show, 509-448-2000. Now that the Pfizer vaccine is available to kids ages 5 and older, clinics have been popping up all over Spokane to get kids vaccinated.
So last night, the Spokane Public School Board heard from upset people about the district letting Spokane Regional Health use some of those school buildings to host vaccine clinics.
It's time to end the mandates. Leave the children alone.
Protesters gathered outside and inside chairs were filled. Some say they don't support the health district using schools to provide vaccines.
I'm just wondering why Spokane Public Schools are being used by the Spokane Regional Health Clinic or Health District to administer COVID-19 shots to children as young as 5 years old.
So KREM 2 was at one of those vaccine clinics at Ferris High School last week to cover the event. The clinic opened up after school hours and gave COVID and flu vaccines to anyone who wanted a shot, not just school-aged children. Superintendent Adam Swinyard said these types of clinics have been around for the past for other vaccines such as mumps, measles, and rubella.
And so we've continued that practice with the COVID vaccine.
The SPS superintendent went on to say that children need permission from a parent in order to get the COVID vaccine and that students are not required to have one to attend class in person. It's time now for your morning rush. More news in less time.
Staying on the business note, OSHA is suspending implementation and enforcement of President Biden's vaccine mandate. OSHA says it'll wait to enforce the mandate pending further court action. Right now, there are 3 lawsuits against the mandate, including one that involves Idaho Governor Brad Little. The Biden administration, saying that the vaccine testing and mandate affects 84 million Americans. Now, this wasn't scheduled to start until January 4th.
Semi-trucks getting stuck under underpasses in Spokane is a constant problem, but authorities are working to fix it. Warning chimes made of plastic have been installed on East Sprague Avenue, leading to the Division Street Railroad Bridge. Just last week, a semi-truck was wedged under a bridge at Trent Avenue, blocking the road there.
The man accused of shooting a federal agent outside of a Spokane motel earlier this month could spend the rest of his life in prison. Randy Holmes appeared over video from the Spokane County Jail yesterday. A grand jury indicted Holmes on 3 separate charges. Court documents show the undercover ATF agent planned to meet with Holmes for an illegal gun sale outside of the Motel 6 off of Sunset Boulevard. There were reports of gunshots, and they found Holmes with multiple gunshot wounds. The ATF agent was also hit but recovered.
A woman is not in good shape after police say she was deliberately hit by a car. Now, this happened near Brown and Pacific Avenue. According to Spokane police, the driver purposely hit the woman after an altercation happened between the two of them. After the driver hit the woman, that driver then crashed into a concrete wall, and they were both taken to the hospital.
A teen is in the hospital and a dog has been killed after a shooting in North Spokane. The shooting happened at Northcliffe Terrace Apartments on West Cora Avenue yesterday morning. No arrests have been made, although police did confirm that the shooting does not appear to be random. The teen is going to be okay. That is your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Well, we've got an incoming storm. It brings us some pretty widespread snow across the region, but believe it or not, it leaves by the time we get into the weekend. I almost forgot. It's Friday Eve. So we got to talk the weekend. It is drier and it is a little bit cooler. I'll have the weekend forecast and let you know the snow that gets us there coming up.
All right, Tom's Turkey Drive happening right now. Coming up on Up with KREM, KREM 2's Laura Papetti joining us live on the show from Rosar's, telling you how to donate and help provide 11,000 Thanksgiving meals for families.